Hello everyone, my name is Zerden77 bringing you another Dragon Ball Legends video. Yes, blonde hair, people fighting on our mobile phones, that's what we like. Like I mentioned, these videos are going to be based around team building, giving people ideas of some more options that might not be readily apparent that are not only fun but can work and potential high level play. So today we're going to go into this interesting hybrids future team. This was actually a team that the concept was given to me by someone in a Discord community that I use, and I've just kind of switched it. We'll just kind of use it the best that I could, and it's pretty solid. One of the main reasons why I wanted to use this show off this team right now as well is to show off how good this blue Trunks is and how good this animation is. God, this card art in this game is fucking dope. Sick. But anyway, yeah. So this guy is really good. After transformation, his strike attack is one of the best in the game, and it can get just absolutely ridiculous. If you combine him with Gohan, especially if Gohan dies, and that does not make him happy. That's kind of the concept for this team. Is once I realized I kind of wanted to make it based on him. This team is all strike attack. There's no defense Z abilities whatsoever. Every Z ability besides Kid Gohan here, who gives hybrids more health, which is nice, but honestly, if you have like a higher star ranked Super Saiyan 2 Gohan that can give your hybrids even more strike attack, I might recommend going with that. I do know there's like kind of some sort of cap if you try to put like too much into one stat, so maybe not, but regardless, the health is nice, especially for future Gohan, who can kill. I mean, heal. He can kill too, but he can heal. And then we've got green Yamcha here, which I figured I'd just kind of throw in because like my hybrids aren't really that startup, so I couldn't really give them more. Blast attack is pretty much useless to me on this team, and even though he buffs strike and blast attack, there is apparently no green unit that I know of that only buffs strike, attack, and defense, which is really odd. So this was kind of the closest I could get in just a bigger strike attack boost. So I put him on there because especially Goten is not going to be receiving the future buff. So I wanted to have something to kind of back him up, as well as give Super Trunks, who can be tough to use, a little bit more behind him. That way, when you do work with him and you do use him right, he's really getting a payoff for it. So pretty much there's kind of two main ways I play this team. You can actually play it pretty much in 3 ways, or maybe even more, but I'm gonna try to make this discussion video kind of short because I want to show off 2 different ways I play this team, 2 different gameplay videos. So the first thing is if they don't have a strong purple or a purple at all, if you feel as though you can start Goten, I typically go green, yellow. Goten, Super Trunks, as well as future Gohan. Goten still gets his buff working with Trunks, because as the person on the Discord told me, his friendship with Trunks transcends time and space. So even this big old burly Super Trunks that thinks he's tougher than his daddy, but in reality he's just a little naive boy that's going to get the smackdown laid on him. He's going to give him that buff for Goten as well. So I go Goten, Super Trunks, future Gohan. Main gist of this team is strike. Goten and Trunks's damage is going to get stupid. Future Gohan's damage is also going to be pretty damn good because he's still going to be getting the future buff from working with Super Trunks. And this is when things get real dumb. So once he dies, they get 30% specifically of strike damage, 35% to key recovery, of course, increase our just great buffs, and then you get an additional 15% just raw damage inflicted if you're a future tag, so that'd be for future Trunks. So pretty much Goten is the starter, but he can be the finisher too. He can do some stupid damage after Gohan dies, even without that future buff. And then future Trunks just going to be laying the smackdown with every strike card he hits. Of course, has the potential to get faint and things of that nature. Now, this is the second way to run this team that I actually think is probably better. Maybe even if they don't have a purple. But, it depends on how many greens they have. Is Super Trunks, Blue Trunks, this new Trunks, and then future Gohan still. So we're leaving Goten out, but he's still buffing us with his hybrid Z ability. this team is just great because Jesus Christ, you know, Goten gets strong as hell when in future Gohan goes down, yes, but this kid, that's the whole reason why I became a Super Saiyan son, is because Gohan died. Like, he is not playing about that. So when Gohan goes down, this dude, just like I mentioned briefly before, just gets absurd. You know, of course, you're going to get all the standard Gohan buffs, the 30% strike damage, the additional damage, the card draw speed, all of that, and a bag of chips, because you're going to be getting 15% damage inflicted per battle member down, so that's at least one for Gohan. And then, of course, an additional 30% key recovery when Gohan is down as well. And while Gohan's alive, he gets 30% extra strike damage as well. You combine this with his, his main ability, which is not the greatest, but combined with how much goddamn damage he's going to be doing with strike attacks, it makes sense. And you can kill characters, like you can evaporate them. When Gohan goes down, this kid's just gonna erase their health bar. And then, of course, you got Super Trunks, same type deal when it comes to working with Goten. You know, he's just there to hit people hard. Super Trunks is still potentially a game-changing unit sometimes, but man, you really do have to pick and choose when you can use this main ability. The fact that his arcs cards cost a little bit more, his strike cards cost a little bit more, while they can give feint, can really throw you off sometimes. And then, yeah, this main ability makes them cost even more, so you really got to be careful when you use that. But if you're able to hit this main ability on somebody, you're going to hit them with, like, especially if Gohan's down, you're going to hit them with literally, like, one strike card, and they might die. It's nutty. So anyway, like I said, I wanted to keep this discussion video a little bit shorter. I'm going to go ahead and hop into some gameplay and show you the two main different ways you can run this team. But just so you know, I mean, if you wanted, you could run Goten, Blue Trunks, and Yellow Gohan as well. Goten will still get his time and space friendship with Blue Trunks and get his damage boost. And Goten, I would say, is maybe a little bit more of a stable hitter than Super Trunks, but he's not going to be getting, the future buffs, as well as he's going to lose his strike buff after the first 20 counts. So, but if Goten's your man, if you feel more comfortable running him, that works just as well. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut into some gameplay now. I think we're going to start with the green, yellow portion of this team.
All right, so we're starting off right now with the Goten variant of this team. Knew that they did not have a strong purple, so he's starting anyway. Goten gets us going. Not really a good start with Goten there for sure. By switching to Gohan is such a good character, because even though he's not receiving any defensive buffs, he still makes like a pretty good kind of tank, just because his purpose is to die, and also he can heal, and I don't know, he can just take hits well. But anyway, so switching to Goten there, managed to get a hit. I should have did the super here, but I'm honestly not that used to Goten. I got him pretty late after hybrids were kind of over. So, I don't know, but that super probably would have killed him if he didn't switch out. He might have had time to react at that point, though. Anyway, so switching into Trunks, as you can see, the strike damage from Goten hurts very badly. But also still not really getting a whole lot going here. Gohan is hitting my Super Trunks and hitting him badly. And he's going into I never die, even though his entire purpose is to die. And I switch into Gohan because, like I said, Gohan, part of his purpose is to die, because that's a lot of this. That's how this team is made. But anyway, so dude just kind of randomly does a Rising Rush, whatever, hits Gohan. I'm okay with that. That's what he's here for. He does land it, and so this is when things are going to get a little interesting. That's the reason why I wanted to show these particular vids, is to show how crazy shit can get once he dies. So right now, we're not looking super hot, and Trunks goes ahead and gets in a hit, but it's not going to do much damage since he's blue. Does switch into Mai, though, and just shoots that little kid right in the face. Like, Jesus. Just not really making stuff happen with Goten here. This is not looking good. Going in on him, hurting him pretty bad, and oh wow, so she heals. So I forgot about that. So I'm pretty much two almost dead characters up against goddamn near a full team. Let's see how this goes. So I do win this clash. We'll see if this is the start of something, and holy shit. So hit that clash, that's one strike card, that is two strike cards, and that character is dead. So let's go ahead and bring in Trunks here. He does manage to snag Goten, and even with him being a blue, his blast damage is so just so heavy he's able to get him. Snagging with a blast card doesn't hardly do anything. Watch this shit. And then this tap attack. Over 100,000 damage on one tap attack. That dude is dead. Went ahead and tried to go into the main ability here. Yeah, that's right. But I realized it just wasn't going to work, so I go into the Rising Rush. I have a bad habit of trying to activate Super Trunks' main ability and green card at bad times. Because I want to get the most out of his expensive strikes. But he's hard to use, man. He really is. But man, he can hit hard. Anyway, so that's it. The game turned around extremely quickly. Just due to the massive amount of strikes. So we're going to go ahead and go do a Blue Trunks game now. Alright, so now we've got the Trunks variant of this team. He starts Gogeta. Kind of an odd team we're up against here. Ooh, managed to snag a feint right off the gate. It's always a great feeling when it happens. Ooh, God, just Super Trunks just gonna give it to you. Just even harder than X sometimes. But yeah, so anyway, started off here, we're up against kind of a Trinity team, but without Super Saiyan, Bardock, regular Bardock instead. I don't really remember how this came about, but whatever. Anyway, we got Blue Trunks in here, and as you can see, that strike hit was hard, but that was before he had transformed. And yeah, so anyway, Bardock locks me in here. That is green Bardock there. And I know that this is going to be a very hard fight, but I also know that Trunks is the most important part of this team right now. So fuck it, yeah, I'll burn everything I need, fight my ass off, keep him alive, and go into the Rising Rush here. So anyway, smack, 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 and he guesses it. That sucks. But I also know that I wasted a lot of time on that on the lock. And let's see here. Sure enough, yep, after one hit, I'm able to switch into Gohan, take the rest of the hits. So Gohan just gonna take that shit because that's what he does. It's probably just, yeah, that's just what he does, and he's gonna heal it right back up. So you see, even with a red hit and like no defense buffs at all, honestly, really not that bad, all things considered, when it comes to the damage done against Gohan and that war exchange. I know Gohan's role is kind of coming to a close here, so I would go ahead and burn his ultimate. I just need to use it at this point. Switching Green Trunks here. And that's a bad habit right there. I want to get that boosted feint so bad with the green card before using his strikes. Once again, very tough character to use, but yeah, I'm paying for that now. So anyway, Brawly's hitting me. Gohan continues to just stop shit. That's what he does. He reads my roll there. He's gonna probably, does he kill me with Gogeta here? No, he does not. So brings in Bardock. Bardock's got like no health. Also gets me on the roll again there, and he's shooting his Ki Blast. He's doing all sorts of fun stuff. It goes into the Rising Rush, which honestly I am completely okay with, because he was low on health anyway, and I kind of want him to die. Love you, Gohan, but kind of do. So he does win the Rising Rush, and watch. So this is when shit gets even nuttier than before. So watch this shit. We've got a Blue Trunks coming in. I know that his Banish bar is gone, so I go ahead and smack him in the face. We got nearly a full health Brawly here. Not transformed, but still nearly full health. Go ahead and smack him with one strike card. Main ability. Second strike card. Super ability. That character's dead. He is evaporated. Trunks is not happy about Gohan being gone. Now we got a red Gogeta up against a blue pissed as fuck Trunks. Another super attack. That match is over. So yeah, that character is great. He is a strike damage monster. And this is just a cool team, you know, if you're looking for just raw ass damage and to use this new free-to-play unit. But anyway, thanks for watching. Of course, we'll see you on some other vids, some other team building, summon vids, all sorts of fun stuff.